all going to space themselves in different positions in the air so that they can try to stay clean. There's a lot of thrust coming off of these props, and we can get in dirty air, which gets you in trouble. So this does take quite a bit of skill. These guys will get lined up for you. Pilots are going to group together so they can continue to communicate. They have something clean. They're all doing flybys so you can get a good look at their aircraft. Start to set up for their hover. Not only is this a dangerous maneuver, but it's very hard on the motor. As the motor stays standing still, the only thing keeping it cool is the prop wash. So once you notice them starting to set up, they'll do the best they can as far as timing goes to get everybody in a photo, and then you'll see them pull out, go up, shut the motor down to an idle to cool it off, and they'll come back in for more. Looks like we got a couple testing the waters here. Making sure they got some clean air. This is very tough. They're going to space themselves out. Going to make sure they're in clean air. Their spotters right now are communicating with every pilot out there and one another, telling them who's who and what's what. Like several of them are going to pull out to cool down. Again, this is very hard on a motor. These are 2-cycle engines, opposing twin motors. 2-cycle, meaning they use oil with the fuel to lubricate the engine. Yesterday was over. On the top shelf. takes a lot of precision to do that using all control surface. Spotters are looking out, checking out the airspace for everybody. Sometimes you might hear one scream out a little bit. Just a communication in between everybody. It's like they're demonstrating some inverted passes for you. This is where things get a little backwards. Up is no longer up. You have to push down to go up. We had a save. Good job. Left rudder is no longer left rudder when you're inverted. We got Pete, Randy, Phil, Terry, Roger, Gary. Looks like they're all lined up. It's a good opportunity for your photo. Doing the best they can to stay clean. Again, they're very hard to do in the bumpy winds we have today. Go, pulling out for some fresh air. Pay attention. They're coming down for what we call a blender. Slam on the rudder, slam on the elevator. Put that thing into an inverted flat spin. High G maneuver, hard on the airframe. Coming in. Nice greasing in on the runway. As they taxi those airplanes towards the fence, spotters may go out and get their aircraft. Just get them towards the fence to leave the runway clear. Runway is clear. They're coming in. Just get them towards the fence to let the runway be clear. Another one greases in. Another one coming in for a nice smooth landing. Bring them towards the fence so that the runway stays clear. Get them towards the fence. like you to stand to your feet and give the FBI an applause. Stand to your feet and let them know how they feel about this event. As they bring those aircraft in, we'll open this thing up for open flying again. Look forward to our foamy event tonight, Foamy Olympics. We'll have an obstacle course set up under the lights. We'll put these pilots to some tests.
You should come on back, make it all.
Give them a hand. Thanks to the FBI for putting on a show. Thanks to all the pilots out there to come and enjoy this event. Help us out supporting the club. Thanks again to our sponsors. Red Wing RC up front and center. If you want to get interested in this kind of aircraft, come see Tim with Red Wing RC. He'll get you set up with everything you need to fly except for a receiver. If you really want to get into some technical aircraft, we have FiberTech down on the south end. He built some really nice aircraft. If you go talk to Rick down there, he'll set you up. If you're looking for something a little bit more involved, Pete Rosa's hanging that thing right on its prop out front and center, doing some torque rolls. That's a 42% Carden Edge 540, a DA 170. Jim Tiller from AMA up front here. He wanted me to remind you pilots, you should have received an email from AMA about the ruling from the FAA. And what we would like to see you do is respond to that with a mass email. If we all can get together, we can continue in this sport. Sometimes there's some ruling out there that kind of restricts us from doing this kind of thing. And if you get involved and you have AMA, they are the ones that fight for us. So please check your email, send a mass response back saying how much you disapprove of the ruling that they made from the FAA.